show.
What's up, gamers? I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast, episode 51. This week, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk, Call of Duty Warzone, and Apex Legends Mobile. Let's get into it. Another one?
Another one. Andy Boy Wenzel.
Oh.
Press
It's
X.
a new one each week, actually. That's the thing.
Especially
Well,
episode 47.
yeah, that makes sense. Why specifically 47? Just curious.
Because it doesn't exist and never got uploaded.
Is that the...
I could also be wrong.
I don't know. I've been trying to watch them, or not. I listen to them on Spotify, and you've been slacking. A bunch of these are not on Spotify. I know. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Because sometimes I'll listen to them if I have downtime, like at work. Because I try to. That's the only way we can improve. You listen to yourself. You listen to other people, and you kind of see what they do that you don't do, etc., etc. Like you rant
Yeah.
a lot about Linux.
Yeah.
You want to talk about rambling? You want to talk about Linux? All right, you're still making Linux jokes. We won't even be recording, and you'll be talking about Linux. Stop talking.
So,
Hearing offline. Go
moving
ahead.
on.
Go ahead, once.
This involves tournaments, so get your big boy pants on.
Ooh.
In a tournament, should the hoster or game maker be allowed to change the rules? For example, during an Overwatch 2 tournament recently, a team used an out-of-bounds rooftop and a May ice wall to get over that roof and end up in the enemy spawn in the first 10 seconds of the match. So what the hosters did, which I think was Blizzard, they paused the match, wrote in the rule that you can't do that, and then was like, hey, you can't do that. You have to forfeit this round and play again.
I think that. Well, first of all, doesn't Blizzard also make Overwatch?
They do.
So
They
they should. That's
they
a thing
even
that they should have presumably seen.
they even commented that was a fun play.
I saw that article. I didn't read it, but I did see the article.
It was pretty great.
But yeah, I think that if there's stuff like that, that might just be something that nobody knew about, right? No, but because the team knew to execute that maneuver. So presumably that was a thing that was at least well enough known that people knew how to do it. So I think that if they wanted that, if the tournament organizer wanted that to not happen, they should have done their due diligence and put in the rules for the event. You can't do the roof ice block glitch. Just like with Call of Duty back in the day, even I'm sure today, there's a game battles variant of competitive, and there's MLG variant, game battles variant, etc., etc. That's different than just regular vanilla, and that's just how it's always been. Exactly.
They should have just at the end of the tournament be like, hey, this is now an illegal move. Congratulations. The team ended up winning anyway. And from what I read, it wasn't neck and neck. They
Wash.
they put them down pretty bad.
Good.
Moving on.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say,
Oh.
I remember that was a thing in Call of Duty for a while. Was that there was a glitch like that in the game, but everyone knew about it. So the tournament organizer didn't do anything about it because in Search and Destroy in Call of Duty Ghost, you would set the bomb timer to 7.5 seconds when normally it's 5, but there's I don't know, 0.7 seconds to pick up the bomb before the timer actually starts. And in one of the matches, the team got there with like 7.9 seconds, but it actually takes like 8.3 seconds to defuse it. So there was like a big argument in the community, and basically like everyone was like, well, it actually takes 8.3 seconds and not 7.9, so you got no excuse for not winning the round or whatever. Because it came down to like that close.
Damn.
Yeah.
Moving on. Our two favorite topics: Elon Musk and Elden Ring in the same one.
God damn you.
So our boy, the elongated muskrat,
Okay.
sent a car to space, moves factories to Texas because he's a smart man,
Okay.
is a gamer.
Okay.
And not just like, oh yeah, I
All right,
played
get to
Elden
the point
Ring.
here.
It was fun. He went into detail on Twitter about it.
Elden
Is there any
Ring?
other Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any other big rich guys you think that play video games in their free time?
No.
Post Malone plays. Are you talking like big like fucking Warren Buffett or something? Or
I
are you
would
talking just like
say
famous people?
famous people.
Yeah,
Oh,
because Post
well, there's lots
Malone
of
was
people
like
then.
streaming Call of Duty for a little while. This was a while ago, but
We know Snoop Dogg plays Call of Duty.
Yeah, I
I've
thought you were
seen
talking
him in
like
matches.
billionaires.
Post Malone
Yeah.
plays fucking Magic the Gathering, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
Mhm.
You know who he also open carries?
What a
That
chat.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He lives in like Utah or something, right?
Oh,
Like
I didn't know. I don't know where he lives.
at one point he did. He lived
Okay.
like in LA, and then he was like, "Man, fuck all this. I'm tired of all these fake people trying to be my friend." And he like went and bought a compound like
Damn.
out in the desert somewhere. He went, "Fuck you," and he just bought a compound in the desert and just like
Yeah.
vibed there. That was a while ago, but I just assumed he was still there. I don't know.
Yeah, you
Smart
buy a
man.
compound, you better be posted up there for a minute.
I don't know. I mean, if you got money like that, maybe you can
Get sick
do
of
what
it
you
one
want.
day and just move back to LA.
Yeah, sell it or go wherever.
Man, I miss LA food. Moves back. But you don't think there's any other big wigs out there?
I'm sure there's. Well, do you mean? It depends what you mean, because like obviously there's lots of famous people, lots of football players and celebrities
Like,
that play, but like billionaires, I don't think so. They all spend their time doing a bunch of nonsense, like
you don't
buying up
think
farmland in the middle of the U.S. or researching the stock market, or whatever.
Or in the pocket of big pharma.
Yeah,
you don't think Bezos is out here 1v1ing kids on Rust?
if I was a betting man, he's probably 1v1 in big pharma in
Probably.
Congress.
Do you think Bill Gates plays video games?
That's an interesting one. I think he's played some. I don't think he's a regular player though of games.
I mean, he's like the big daddy of Microsoft.
He was there.
Uh,
He was in charge when they made the Xbox. So
According to, let's see, I just found an article. According to LondonTopia.net,
uh-oh.
Bill Gates is a gamer. He likes playing Halo and Connect Sports. I don't know when this article was published.
Okay.
May 11th, 2019. So, Mark Zuckerberg.
Hold on.
He
Farmville.
the CEO
stop
of
the cap. Stop the cap. My man
apparently
Bill Gates.
he likes Sid Meier's Civilization.
My man Bill Gates
what?
ain't playing no Connect Sports. I promise you that 1,000% right now. Especially not no 2019. He ain't playing no Connect Sports.
I'm just telling you what the website says. I'm just reading it.
Go on.
Larry Page. I don't know who this is. He's he helped develop
I think
Google.
Microsoft. Oh, never mind.
And he's a friend of Elon Musk. Play shooter games like Overwatch. Obviously Musk. Steven Spielberg likes Rainbow Six Siege, the Medal of Honor series, and other shooters.
Could you imagine running into Musk?
You get into a lobby with Bill Gates and he's like, "Fuck you! I just bought your city."
No, Elon, you're flexing your Tesla, and then Elon Musk joins in. He's like, "Oh yeah,
I just released an update. Your shit's a brick now. I just bricked your car, idiot."
recalls your car. Like, oh, it's got some damage to it. I need to fix that. Clicks a button, your car drives off. Speaking of bricking Teslas, apparently they use AMD CPUs.
I saw that, and they're overheating, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine? Oh, I've got this all-electric car. It's overheating. Let me go take it to an electrician. Or whoever works on
I
those
was gonna
things.
say, yeah, I don't think an electrician could help you there.
The guy who's really good at RC cars, but just bigger.
Yeah. He might be able to help. Yeah, your LiPo battery sucks. You need to go get one of them 3800 mAh. Where do you take your Tesla when it breaks?
I think you have to take it to like a Tesla dealership.
Yeah, probably back to the dealership, and they have people that are authorized to work on it.
That sounds awful.
Or there might be some mechanics that are like Tesla certified.
I think they were working on like a program where Tesla was just gonna be like your insurance company, and you were supposed to get like a really good deal because like they would be like your maintenance provider and insurance company in one, and they're supposed to, I don't know, somehow save a bunch of money.
Hmm.
I don't know if that ever came out.
Could you imagine your car breaks, it notifies Tesla. A truck shows up in your driveway on autopilot, takes your car and drives it away.
That'd be pretty convenient.
Yeah. Unless you're not awake for when it all happens and your car's gone in the morning.
Well, you would know that your car is broken.
This is true.
I wake up pretty
And
late, so sometimes some things just happen, and I wake up, and I wake up at noon, and just the day's gone on without me.
yeah. There's a little post-it note stuck to your door. I have gone home. Signed, Tesla. Moving on to the good one, I think. Our boy XQC.
No, not him again.
Yep.
Not
Yep,
again.
him again.
More money. What did he do?
He wants Twitch to ban stream snipers.
Oh, jeez.
What are your guys' thoughts about this?
No.
No?
You play the
Why
game,
not?
you stream it online, you accept that one of the possibilities is people will try and network with you through whatever means necessary.
Yeah, while I personally think that stream sniping is a really shitty thing to do, especially when it's someone like XQC or Ninja or Shroud or people that make their living from doing this online. Like if you're fucking with their money, that's their you know what I mean? That's their livelihood. That's pretty fucked. But
So if you were making your livelihood off of streaming Rust, would you be in different views?
oh, I would absolutely want these people to be banned or punished. And a lot of servers on Rust do ban or punish stream snipers.
Good.
But that doesn't mean that it should. I don't think anything is going to be done about it. I think it's just part of. I think that's just how it is. It's shitty. But
I would argue that if you are making your living off of playing this game, right, you should be good enough to deal with just some random dude who's able to see your screen like 30 seconds after it happens.
that's also very true.
Very true.
So like Shroud, he's probably getting stream sniped like every game, dead ass. But he's just so good, the guy will like
It doesn't
roll up on
matter.
it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter.
And he just clicks his head before the guy even knows what happened.
Exactly. And you're like, well, I guess I'll try and stream snipe him again in 30 minutes,
I can tell you our strategy on Warzone, if we were getting stream sniped, they would probably be able to figure out where we are.
Yeah.
Because
It's definitely not at the stronghold.
Yeah. Wouldn't be also that hard to stream snipe us, because we drop the same spot.
Yeah.
Every time.
We would just have to appear offline.
Yeah.
No, look here. look. Listen. Appearing offline does not stop it. So stop giving advice you know nothing about.
Oof.
Dang.
Do you guys know of any good ways to combat being stream sniped other than the 30-second?
I mean, it depends. So, for like the Rust example, the biggest thing stream snipers can use is your map. So
Yeah, you have a map hider, change
I was gonna say, yeah,
constantly changing your username,
you
playing on
can,
streamer mode.
at least on Rust, you can bind the key that opens the map to a key on Streamlabs that'll
Change the scene.
change the scene to, covering up the map.
Ooh, I'm looking at my map dummy.
You can also change your stream so that they're just looking at like a picture of your face in the chat while you're like
Mm.
in the lobby, and then when you're like dropping in, just change it to the gameplay, and then that
Mm.
way people can't really see what you're doing. They'll have a general idea of what's going on, obviously. Like when you lose, you switch it back to your face, so they know roughly when you're coming in, but they don't exactly know where you're at. But
Yeah.
you know,
Do you have a good strategy to not get banned?
Not get banned for streams, 2 stream snipe people?
Or just a way so you don't get banned from Twitch or something like that.
What do you mean?
Mayhaps ExpressVPN?
I You know what? I'm a little stupid. So yeah, actually, real
what's
quick,
that?
I wanted to give you guys a quick message.
ExpressVPN? Never heard
Yeah,
What
of
is
her.
this product that you are...
Calm down here. All right, so for everybody who's listening,
Snake oil.
stop talking. I'm trying to do it. We here at the Archives Podcast are sponsored by ExpressVPN. For those of you who don't know, ExpressVPN is a VPN service that encrypts your internet access and provides an anonymous IP address so you can browse the internet safely. With all the security issues created by hackers, censorship, ISPs ISP providers spying on your activity, your online security has never been more threatened or important. ExpressVPN provides an easy-to-use service that protects your online activity. Don't risk your online safety. Get the VPN service we use and trust using the link below.
That would definitely that could help if you're getting banned on Twitch. Go ahead and turn on
Only
your
if they're
ExpressVPN.
only if they're IP bans.
Exactly. If you're IP banned on Twitch, hey, go ahead and throw on the ExpressVPN.
Then you can be in China.
Yep. What are they gonna do? Ban China?
Yeah, you
Probably.
just get a new IP. Just jump again.
China.
Go to Russia. Maybe not Russia. Maybe don't go to
they're
Russia.
probably banned just everywhere right now.
Go to
They don't have Disney Plus, I can tell you that.
go to somewhere cool. Jamaica, maybe. Nice and
Thailand.
warm.
You can go to Thailand.
Mayhaps Australia.
I wouldn't go to Australia.
You just don't like spiders.
Everything on that fucking island wants to kill you, man.
You're not wrong. Even the koalas. Just moving on. I'm out of topic. Someone else go.
Did you hear that Elden Ring has sold 3.4 million copies in the first month?
Quite impressive.
So, if you're like me and Patrick, I don't give a shit. I'm still not playing that garbage. Get out of here with that.
Mad because bad.
I'm not playing it.
Because you're bad.
Sure, I would be fine at it if I wanted to. I just don't care.
Exactly.
I'm not into Souls games.
Exactly. But one thing I do care about is Warzone Operation Monarch. Have you guys seen any of the gameplay from this?
No. What is this?
Now, it's actually pretty unique, right? So for the next 2 weeks, it started, I guess, yesterday. What it is, obviously, you guys saw the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer that was going around like a week or two ago. That was kind of trending, right?
Also, didn't see that.
Okay, well, in Warzone, there was a, just King Kong versus Godzilla. It's a little collaboration they have going on. And so now, there's an event going on for the next 2 weeks where you can actually spawn in. It's a resurgence game mode, so it's kind of like what we were playing before, where as long as you have a teammate alive for a certain amount of time, you'll come back up to like, I don't know, the top 10, or after like 10 minutes, they'll stop letting you respawn for free. Except there is a King Kong and Godzilla running around on the map, and they're mega big, and they have special abilities, and you will shoot at them with your gun to do damage to them, and that will like build up your kill streak with them. And then once you do enough damage, you'll be able to call in their kill streak. So King Kong, he's got this big ass rock. He just throws across wherever you want it. He'll throw this big ass rock, right? And Godzilla has got laser vision, obviously, because he's a reptile. Now, I haven't played it yet because I've been at work all day.
Sorry, did you just say because he's a reptile?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
All right, I'm not even.
Have you never seen a reptile before? They got laser vision, man.
He is a big reptile.
I've seen several reptiles actually,
And they all got laser vision, whether you know it or not.
I must have missed out on that part.
Looking at the wrong reptiles.
Part must have eluded me.
Me too, because obviously that's the best kill streak they got. Is he's got laser vision. Call it in wherever you want, like a precision airstrike. Laser vision. What's up, Wenzel?
Have you seen it in action?
I have. I watched some gameplay. You and me were playing last night, but the update came out this morning.
Yeah. Is it on Rebirth?
No, it's on the big Warzone map.
Dang.
So that's going on for the next 10 weeks. I don't know about you guys.
10 weeks?
What do you think about collaborations like this? I'm kind of thinking it's kind of a gimmick, but it also seems a little bit cool because it's like a limited time thing, so there's some scarcity to it. Would you guys be in favor of like more games doing stuff like this, or do you think they should just focus on like making a better game rather than coming up with a temporary gimmick?
I think it depends on the game.
Okay.
Like if Halo turned around and said, "We're gonna do a Hello Kitty collaboration,"
Okay.
I'd be like, "That's fucking dumb."
Halo in general needs to just work on their game.
Yeah, they need
343 needs to get it together.
Could you imagine how good Halo would be if they didn't do a battle pass? And they focused that time and resources into something not trashy?
Yeah, but like a game like Rust, they have consistent updates that are actually pretty good. So I feel like if they just focused a lot on like a temporary thing that was just kind of, I don't want to call it a gimmick, right? But if they just said, "Oh, we're gonna do this for like a month," right?
They do stuff like that.
They do,
like
but
holiday events.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like the same thing over and over. Like it'll be like, "Oh, here's the Christmas event where we're just gonna drop a bunch of presents down and you pick them up. Here's the Easter event where we're just gonna drop a bunch of eggs and you pick them up."
Halloween one is unique. At least if I remember correctly, there's like zombies walking around that you have to kill. Resident Rust expert, what say you?
God, sorry. It's dying over here. I like the little fun events. The Halloween event in Rust with the zombies and the candy hunt event or the Easter egg hunt. Stuff like that. It's kind of nice for people that play the games as much as we do, whether it's Warzone, Call of Duty, or Rust, or even Halo. Obviously, Halo does need to get its shit together, but say that Halo was in a good state. Regardless of what it is, I think that excuse me, these events are a nice, fun little thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it.
Nice change of pace. Oh my god, excuse me.
I'm kind of torn on it because some games like Halo, they should not spend any time doing anything temporary. They need to be building because it's been out for 6 months now. There's still no Forge mode, right? They need to be spending all their time building the game up. If they came out and said, "Oh, we're having a Cinco de Mayo event," right? I'd be pissed, right? I'm like, you guys need to Cinco de Mayo your ass back to Forge mode and get that thing sorted out. Get us some co-op campaign going, right? So you got to put it is good depending on the game, right? And I think Warzone, it's kind of coming to an end this life cycle, and they're waiting for the new Modern Warfare 2 to come out so they can throw out a big update. So I think overall it's a good thing. Although they could do a lot better. Like Fortnite has some crazy events. They'll have like a concert in game. But luckily this one lasts 2 weeks.
Warzone has? Oh, I thought Warzone was a lot older than this. It came out in 2020.
Yeah, it's relatively new. I know Fortnite's been out, way longer than that. Because Call of Duty had a whole battle royale. They had Black Ops 4 had Blackout in it.
I don't know if Warzone will die out. I think it'll be like Apex, or as long as they keep throwing out new cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
like the Snoop Dogg skin.
Yeah. You
I
know,
think they'll retain their base.
I like how they carry things over from the previous games. Because now we got like 3 games
Yeah.
worth of guns in there, and it's really cool. Although in like 5 years, it might get a little odd when you have like 6 different M4s in there.
Yeah, they need
But
to get rid of some of the duplicates because I know
yeah,
there's 2 MP5s. There might be 3,
yeah, exactly.
and
And
they have
like
different stats.
the Vanguard one has like perks and stuff you can throw on there. And it's like not every because in the original Modern Warfare, or not the original, but the 2019 Modern Warfare, it's like everything you attached had a negative to it, right? Whereas
Yeah,
in Vanguard, not everything has a negative to it. Like you'll just have a perk, and it's like, oh, you melee faster now. So
you can get a legitimate perk that makes your bullets do fire damage.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, I'm never using the Modern Warfare MP5 ever again now.
Yep. Moving on.
Moving on. I just got a quick question. So I've seen this pop up in the popular thread of Reddit a couple times over the last few months. And I'm kind of torn on this issue, right?
What's
Should
the issue?
should your employer pay you for your commute time?
I mean, if you're a salary employee, technically they do.
Well, I'm kind of torn on it because it's like at one point, right? Like you accepted a job where you're going to show up, you got to be at a certain place, right? But on the other point, it's like, a lot of jobs, they can be automated or they can be kind of like set up in a way where you can do the vast majority of it from home and then you just show up like one day a week and like knock out the part that can't be done from home. And I see it come up like on the top page of Reddit or whatever time to time, every once in a while. And every time I'm torn because I'm like, there's a little bit of argument on the both sides. Maybe they don't pay you if you live like an hour away, but if you live like a reasonable amount away, maybe they just say we're going to pay you 20 minutes worth of time for your time to drive here, right? Should your employer be like responsible for that time at all? Because all that time, you're not getting ready and showering and all that just for your own. If you're going to lounge around the house all day, right? You're only doing it because you're going in. So I'm kind of torn on that.
I think it would depend on the field.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying also is like, you know, so like on base, right?
mhm,
Like they have gate guards, right? But
mhm.
in the army, they'll have like a gate guard and he's watching like 20 gates because at Fort Bragg, they got like an automated ID scanning system. So you just scan your ID yourself, and then the little thing opens up. And if someone tries to run the gate, they still got one guard there, but he's watching like 20 gates. Instead of everywhere else I've been to, they got one dude watching one lane of cars.
That's how it
Whereas,
was at.
what was that?
That's how it was at Fort Sill. You used one guy, one gate.
Exactly. Whereas, like, you know, pretty much everything else, it can be automated or assisted to where one person can do a lot more than they could before.
Yeah. I
Like
I'm torn.
people you're watching. What if they set up like 100 cameras, and instead of one person watching one dude, they got one person watching 100 dudes.
See, like in my work, that sounds awesome
Hmm.
if we could just sit somewhere and watch cameras all day. But
And just
in
watch cameras
one,
from home.
well,
Hey,
that's probably like
my
in
these
one
are my
second.
3 days to watch from home.
This thing is technically we have that. We call it central, where they just sit there and watch cameras all day.
HQ.
Yeah. But in my work, 1 second it can go from being a calm room to all right, chairs are flying.
Hmm.
Like if you have people working from home, they then have to get in their car and
Well,
drive there.
you can just have like, oh, I'm on riot control today, and I'm just laying around waiting for a riot to break out.
But you need more than one dude for that.
Obviously, you need more than one dude, but you can have half of them out.
That would leave us 6 dudes for 3 sections.
Hey, man.
Minimum is 2 people per section, and you need more than 2 people to control situations.
You just said you had 6 dudes.
I'll have 2 in every section. We have 3 sections to monitor.
You got one guy watching all of them. He's got one bajillion cameras.
Okay, so Section A has a situation, so everybody leaves those rooms. Now Section B is having a situation since there's no officers in there.
Yeah, but you
Then the
got the
guy
one
watching
guy.
the cameras hits the section or system for Section B and fucking washes them out, and they get all wet and they're confused. So then the guards have time to come back.
In a perfect world, it would work.
You get the fire hoses. No, we don't.
Send the
That-
dogs on
turn
them.
turn on the pepper spray sprinklers, and
That's
problems
called
are solved.
abuse of a minor.
Oh, you know.
Now, I'm not saying everything's perfect, right? Like, obviously, there's problems that got to get solved. But it seems like that's people's jobs is to solve those problems.
I can tell you it's not my job. That's the guy above me's job.
Okay.
But if they paid me to drive to work, like, hey, we're gonna throw in an extra $20 a week for you,
You
to
know,
drive
whatever
to
you're
work.
paid by the hour plus 40 minutes each way. Or 20 minutes each way, 40 minutes a day.
Take it. That's like
Okay.
a little over $10. That is easy enough to cover my gas. Because I think my trip to work is less than 5 miles. One way. It might be like 7 miles round trip.
Okay. So, have you guys heard about FIFA?
Oh, it's not anymore.
So, FIFA is no longer going to be partnering with EA to make their games. They're going to be making their own soccer games from now on. So, number one, what does EA have to do to FIFA? Where FIFA's like, man, these video games guys are just ripping us off, right?
So we're not talking about the FIFA song by Mia Khalifa?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good.
So number one, I gotta know what EA's doing to FIFA. Where even FIFA's like, the king of corruption is saying, no man, we ain't doing this anymore, right? But number two, do you guys think that more sports, brands like the NFL and the NBA should break off and do their own thing, or do you think they're just better off like letting some gaming company deal with their gaming, their games?
It's kind of hard because before I feel like it was the goal. It was expected that we're just a company. We just know football stuff. That's all we're gonna do. We don't want to have to deal with any of that. We just here's some money, make us a game.
Yeah.
This is what we want. We want A B C X Y Z, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like nowadays there are so many people, just the collective, I don't know, collective intelligence, I guess, has just gone up, and the people just know how to do things, and there are so many more people that know how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's not an unheard of thing for the NFL to say, okay, we're gonna open a game studio, and we want 15 of the best guys in the business, or the best people, guys, gals, whoever,
Yeah.
right? Let's go hire them. And they're going to be our NFL football game team for the next 10 years or whatever.
Hey, securing jobs after your body has been absolutely destroyed by playing football. There you go.
Well, I don't think that.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
I don't think that you're paying ex-athletes
Yeah.
to
Those are
code
two
to your
separate
video
skills.
games. I think you, as the NFL, go buy. You're hiring
find 15
on
game developers.
Yeah, hire on 15 game developers and say, you work for us now. You know that thing you were doing for EA that was before us? Just cut out the middleman and you're working for us now.
We'll pay you slightly more. And give you a jersey.
And honestly, like these sports games, they got to be turbo easy to develop once you do one, right? Because The
It's
rules of
just adding
sports,
different players or different.
exactly,
Yeah.
they don't change. Like maybe they change just like a little bit every year. Like, oh, you can't stand within 7 feet instead of 8 feet from this line or whatever, right?
Yeah, but at that point, it's just got to be dragging and dropping.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You're just updating the rosters once you have the base thing developed. Maybe updating the graphics once every 5 years. Because I guarantee, if you showed me EA, I don't know, FIFA, Madden, whatever, 2016, and you show me FIFA, Madden, whatever, 2021, I would barely be able to tell the difference. I would
This
be
is the
willing to
same
bet
thing.
that.
Especially if you don't know like what players are. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
just
that
threw
too.
a dart and picked a FIFA game and said, "Can you tell me what year this is?" I'd say, "Yeah,
No,
no."
fucking no clue. And then some nerd would be like, "Oh, you got Cristiano Ronaldo on the Mediterranean Sea Snipers. He was only there on 2017, you nerd." And you're like, "Oh, you
New
fucking
esports name? Mediterranean Sea Snipers.
Dude, that's gonna be our new
yeah,
the Archives Media team.
not the Mediterranean mags up."
No,
No.
Okay,
Mediterranean Sea Snipers.
okay.
Controlling oil.
You know, so this
We
week
do a
Wenzel and
little
I were
oil.
doing some research on NFTs, even making our own, right?
I saw
Nope.
you guys in there.
And I learned a lot this week. Because I had done some research before, but now that I'm making my own, I tried making my own. I learned why some of them have value and some of them don't, right? So you'll see like a picture of like the stupidest monkey ever with like a safari costume on and an orange background, right? And you'll be like, how is that worth 10 Ethereum, right? Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, right? So the thing I learned, basically, is that they're all built up of different attributes, and those attributes are what give them value. So there has to be like a set number in circulation, right? Like if you just tried to sell one stupid looking monkey, no one's gonna buy it. But if you have 10,000 of them, now that people have something to compare it to, right? Have you ever seen Pawn Stars?
Yes.
So some episodes, someone will bring in just like one thing, and then Rick from Pawn Stars, he just knows everything about everything, and he'll be like, "I have no idea what this is worth, because it's the only one. I have nothing to compare it to." So it's the same thing with NFTs. You have to make a collection of them, and the collection will have different variants. Where like some will have a certain color background, and then the stupid looking monkey has a certain hat on with a certain pair of glasses and a certain color shirt on, right? And it's all those different attributes is what makes them valuable. Because I just thought someone's paying, half an Ethereum for some stupid looking monkey, when in reality it's like, oh, only 0.5 of these stupid looking monkeys have the shirt on, and
I want the
only
one that has the cool sunglasses that look like the ones I have.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, only 3% of them have the sunglasses and the I don't know, the
The hat.
neon green shirt. Yeah, exactly. And so you're like, oh, because he's got a couple rare attributes, that's what makes it valuable. Whereas before I was just like, this is just a monkey or a lion or
So these are
whatever.
it's like trading cards.
Exactly. It is like trading cards, and you have to have a certain number of them, circulating about to create some type of, rare occurrence. We're like, oh, this one doesn't have reading glasses, it's got 3D glasses on, which makes it rare because it's also got the orange background, which is also rare. Instead of gray shirt, gray background, normal glasses, it's got, neon green shirt, orange background, 3D glasses, and now it's valuable. And
It
that's the
just
simplest way I
solidifies how
can
much.
put it. What was that?
It just simplifies how stupid these things are.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like each collection is its own kind of currency.
Have you sold any?
Probably have not, but that is because I can't control the rarity of my current collection. I'm working on a new
That's
collection.
right. You uploaded all of yours.
What?
Didn't you upload the original 50 you made?
I did not.
Okay.
I only uploaded 25, and I
So
only
the
put like
Ramen Man,
7 up for sale.
the Ramen Man era is over.
I only made like 25 ramen men or men of ramens.
Okay.
Now I'm making the gaming gamer, which is an
I
original.
gotta, I
Maybe
gotta
I'll buy
see
one.
these things.
Well, you want to see? I'll screen share my ramen man right now.
Yeah, let's see these.
I have a Ramen Man. I don't remember which number of Ramen Man I have.
I gotta log in. Give me a second here.
It's also weird because you get these free.
Oh, I'm looking at your account on OpenSea
Okay.
right now.
Okay, I'll just stream share for the podcast then. So this is my collection, right?
So, how did you make this? Is there a program that does this for you?
So,
So
right,
Trade secret.
what we did,
you
we
don't
were
have to say. You can tell me after the show if you want.
okay. So we found a way to generate these images. Oh, let me adjust this here for the podcast.
Damn, Ramen Man #1. I want that.
So we found a way to generate these images, right?
Uh-huh.
And basically, there's like a little variety in each of them, but it was a pre-made thing, so we couldn't control the rarity, right? So like, let's say, so the dotted background, it actually works out because it's very common in the image that I was, or the like the template I was using, and the plain white one is actually very rare, and then the colored ones are a little bit more rare depending on the color, right?
Yeah, I only see one. I see two green ones, I guess.
Yeah, and then there's only one with a plain white. And then like the censored eyes where it's just a black bar over the eyes, that's also rare, right? So like if say I made like 10,000 of them, right? And then you made like one that had the black bar with like I with the white background with a suit and tie, but it's like a purple tie, then you'd be like, "Oh, that's really rare." And like obviously not everyone has a bunch of money to spend and buy like the super rare one. Maybe you just got to buy one who's just got like a normal tie on with the dotted background, right? And that's how you compare it to other people, right? Because if you click on any of these, it'll show you the attributes of them, and I only have like 25 uploaded, so it's not going to give you the percentage. But if you go to like a big collection, it'll show you the percentage. So like if you click
Bored Ape Yacht Club.
yeah, like if you go to Bored Ape Yacht Club, then if you scroll down
20,
to the
20
properties,
Ethereum for this thing?
it'll tell you what the rarity is of like different attributes.
One of the apes I'm looking at, Soul, is listed for 108 Ethereum. 109. 110.
Yeah, 98 Ethereum for this thing?
That's not
Damn.
cheap either. I think 0.01 Ethereum is like $20.
All right, so I'm all out. That was my piece. I just wanted to explain that because your boy might be moving in on the Ethereum game.
All right. So, we've all seen the hit movie James Cameron's Avatar, right? Way back in the
Yeah.
day.
Back in
You guys
20.
remember, right? It was a
Yeah.
good movie. It's really good. It was one of the first things that showcased the 3D like capabilities that existed, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome. 2 days ago being May the 9th, the second movie, the trailer was released. The teaser trailer, excuse me. I watched it. So did about 6 million other people. Looks fucking awesome. I don't know if you've seen this, but I can send you a link.
I have, and I have an issue with it.
What's your issue?
So the main like Marine bad guy.
Jake Sully.
No, the bad one.
Oh, the sergeant guy, the boss guy.
Also, like he's one of my favorite actors because he does a really good asshole.
Yeah, he does. He also
He's not-
has a really good ass. Anyway, but that's
Probably.
just because me and him are good buddies.
He's not dead in the second one. There's
He
an
died.
avatar of him.
Did he die in the first one?
He did. He got fucked up because he was in his mech.
Oh, right, and they shot him with a spear or whatever, right? And it opened
Yep.
the air, and he suffocated.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which I
Yeah.
think, and there's one other person that's supposed to be dead who's in an avatar, like in one of the blue people, and they're like, they have the exact same tattoos, similar scarring. So why is he still here?
Maybe there's some kind of a
Which
I don't know.
the only
They
thing I could think of is
they
like
plugged him into the big tree, and his consciousness. I don't know.
that's what I'm thinking is like, because I remember the blue people not being cash money with violence, like only killing if necessary.
Yep.
So they could have been like, we defeated them, so let's bring him back. Because if I remember correctly, he was only doing what like he was told to do, and there was a few times he's like, I guess we're gonna have to do this. It's also been a long
Yeah, I don't remember if he was like, I don't feel good about this, but I do. Yeah, he was like, nah, we got to get the special mineral so we can get all the money because it's $1 bajillion.
I do remember one of the like suits having a rock on his desk and be like, this little rock is worth more
$10
than you.
billion.
So we're gonna knock that tree over and get that rock and fill our pockets. But I'm excited for it. I'm also nervous because I don't want it to ruin the first one.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I think that this is also gonna be a fucking smash hit. I think this is gonna make a whole shit ton of money, just like the first one did.
If this is the reason, you know what? This will be a reason for me to go to a movie theater. I will see this in theaters.
What was the last movie you saw?
In theater?
Yeah,
Uh,
was it forever ago when we saw that Chinese Great Wall movie?
no, it was
You've got. I was
Aquaman.
gonna say you've got to have seen a movie since you moved to Texas, right?
It was. I haven't watched one while I've been in Texas.
Seriously, you haven't been to a movie theater since you've
The
been in
last
Texas?
movie theater I went to was in the army, and we got tickets to go see
Jeez.
Aquaman,
Jesus.
and that was the last movie I saw in theater.
Jordan, have you seen the new Avatar 2 trailer?
No.
Oh, it's very good. You saw the first Avatar movie, right?
I remember we watched that while under the influence of a specific influencer.
You and I?
Yes, you and I.
I don't remember that part, but I believe
Okay.
you.
Under the specific influencer, were you playing Minecraft?
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the podcast. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, the trailer or the teaser trailer for the second movie dropped 2 days ago, and it's got like 6 million views. The trailer
Yeah.
looks fucking sick. You should check it out. What else was there? I got another one here. Hold on. Oh, I was going to ask you, what was the last movie you saw in theaters, Jordan? We were just talking about it. Wenzel just told me.
I'm trying to remember. I don't really watch things in theater.
Other things, if I'm
Let
going to a movie
alone
theater,
let alone watch yeah. I barely
it
watch movies, let alone go to the theater.
Oh, I watch movies and like Netflix shows pretty frequently, especially when I'm like playing Rust. Just
I
because
watched a movie last night.
I'll have it open on my other monitor. I'll have Netflix open and just be farming or crafting in the base or whatever.
Can I tell you about the shittiest movie watching service on the planet?
What is it?
Apple TV.
No, not Apple TV.
Yeah,
Oh, they
I
have
don't.
great products and service.
they don't have a search bar.
No.
So you just have to like skip through all of the.
Do you have to say? Do you have to
You
tell
gotta-
Siri to start looking for you?
That's the other problem. I don't own an Apple device.
Why do you have Apple TV then?
Yeah, that seems
Because I
pretty
wanted to watch
stupid.
Greyhound. I
Why
wanted to
wouldn't you
watch
just
one
pirate
movie.
it?
That's too much work. Free trial, so I just had to sign up for Apple
What
TV.
is
and then
Greyhound? It's a movie?
Yeah, never
It
heard of
is.
that either.
What's it about? Looks like a war movie or something.
Yeah, it's got Tom Hanks.
Tom
Denzel
Hanks,
Washington.
Stephen
Who's
Graham.
Tom
It's got
Hanks?
Chet Hanks.
Hold on.
Yeah, Chet Hanks. I was very like, my dad wanted to watch it because it's about destroyers
Oh.
back when they were old and gross and not technologically advanced.
Is this
About the
Captain
Battle of the
Miller?
Atlantic.
I didn't even know the Battle of the Atlantic was a thing. It's about submarines blowing up convoys in World War II that are heading across the ocean and understaffed destroyers. Visually a pleasing.
Pleasing.
Yeah, a pleasing. Story was like, oh, all right. Character development wasn't there. You get to know nothing about everyone. But Apple TV, give me a fucking search bar, man. I had to Google Apple TV Greyhound and go through that. I completely forgot what we were talking about already.
All right. I got at least one more here. So, as stated in the title and the thumbnail, not the title, but the intro, Apex Legends Mobile. So the launch roster and the release date have been confirmed. So the release date is actually going to be, let's see, it is the 11th, and it is does it say Wednesday?
I was gonna say today's the 12th.
Today
For
is
you,
the
it
12th,
is.
and it is Wednesday.
Comes out
Well,
today
No,
or
no,
yesterday?
it comes out on the 17th. It comes out on Tuesday. Apex
Okay.
Mobile. The roster is going to be as follows. It's going to have Gibraltar, Caustic, Lifeline, Bangalore, Mirage, Pathfinder, Octane, Wraith, Bloodhound, and Fade. I don't know who Fade is,
Yeah, I know who that is.
but there's also a special mobile exclusive character.
What?
Oh.
His name is the Phasing Punisher. He has one of his abilities gives him a speed boost at the end of a slide. He has the ability to flash back to a previous location through the void. And his ultimate is called Phase Chamber, which sends everyone around into the void. I don't know what that means.
You know,
But-
Wraith?
Oh, when she goes into her like tunnel
The-
or whatever.
Yeah, that's the Void.
Oh, okay. What do you guys think about this? The like mobile exclusive
That's pretty unique.
champions and stuff like.
It's-
Have you ever?
norm-
Yeah, is there?
It's just normally a rehash of like all their other stuff because you were listing off those characters. They're all the original characters besides that last one and this new one.
Fade. I don't know who that is,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
never heard of her.
I'm sure that's real. Fade Apex Legends. Let's see.
It'll immediately pull up mobile. I too looked it up.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it makes mobile gaming a little bit more unique.
I'm kind of wondering. It seems like maybe that's just a rehash where they just took an old character and kind of just put a new skin on it and gave it a couple easy abilities, and then they're like, "Oh, it's new content." But
There's a chance it could have been a trash canned character.
That's possible because I remember we were talking about that on the show. We were talking about how there was like a data leak and there was like 8 characters that they had planned or had a plan on at some point.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're working like 4 years out of in advance. They're probably were just trashed at some point. So
Real quick on that, I'm looking on the EA website. I
Ooh.
don't see anyone whose name is Fade, so I don't know who that is, but
never
Did
heard
you
of
have
it.
anyway.
to pay money to view the EA website?
What?
Because EA charges you for everything?
Oh, no. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing.
I can't wait to download an Android emulator and start wrecking kids.
Yeah, for real. it'll be a good time. So maybe next week we'll get some emulators and we'll emulate on some
Yeah,
fools.
I told you I did that with PUBG.
Yeah, I also did that on
When,
PUBG.
dude, I shit you not, I won the first game,
It's
barely
like
even
cheats.
trying.
It's like using cheats.
Second game, I was literally doing 360s on everyone I killed. The third game, after like getting 25 kills, just killing everyone I saw, I quit. It was that boring. It felt like I was just hacking. I was like, there's no point in playing this game.
That's when you do a 24-hour stream, and you say your title will be "I'll stop playing when I lose,"
Oh gosh,
because then people are just gonna think you're a PUBG god.
no, because you still got the big ass like thumb thing on the side that's transparent, and you get the little abilities on the other side that taking up 1/4 of
Oh,
your screen. Maybe there's a way to make it go away, but
just become a mobile streamer. Moving on.
I got one more. This is just a cool little nifty thing that I saw. Have you guys ever found like money in an old jacket or old pair of pants or something cool like that? You're like, oh, thanks.
yeah.
Thanks past me. Well,
Actually, I found a pair of pants, and I found a bunch of Qatari money in it.
Oh,
Qatari money. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure I know what that is.
Reals.
money from Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for some reason I thought this was like a video game thing. I was like,
No,
what is it? Is Qatari a race of people I'm supposed to like? I
It's
was
that
like, I thought,
elvish race from the
yeah,
Hinderon
I was
district.
no. For some reason, my brain thought like equated Qatari and Khajiit like from Skyrim, and I was like,
cat money in my pants.
what the fuck is he talking about, dude? What? Like, hello, excuse me.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
catnip
I
in my
understand.
pants.
I'm this is my episode to be a fucking idiot. I'm stupid. Well, this guy found in a copy of Burnout 3 for the original Xbox.
I
He
read
found
this one.
an unused scratch off code for a 2-month copy of Xbox Live
Yeah.
from 2004.
Did it work?
No,
Oh.
that service doesn't exist. The service that code
different
is for
Xbox
doesn't
Live.
yeah, it doesn't exist.
You could probably sell that for some amount of money. I'm sure
It's just a cool thing. I'm just like, oh man.
I'd frame that and like hang it up. Gaming history.
Exactly. So maybe you get maybe talk to turn it into an NFT. And you guys talk to us.
Ooh.
There we go. Although I'm pretty sure Xbox owns the rights to that design.
Well, if I mint it first, legally it's mine.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of the NFT thing, maybe we should turn our outro into an NFT.